It's time for an interlude. You can see I have this sign here that says Paul's Shop. There was a guy named Paul that went to my church over 20 years ago. And he was an elderly man that really, really enjoyed dancing during worship and waving one of those flags. It's a fairly charismatic church. And when he found out that I was a woodworker, he came up to me and said, "Hey, I have a sawmill, and that's what I do. I cut lumber. I cut trees into lumber." And he goes, "I'd like to give you some lumber." And he didn't know me. He just found out through circumstances that I was a woodworker and immediately wanted to bless me. So I talked to him for a few minutes, and then we met up at another church service, and he gave me, several board feet of lumber. Wasn't like a truckload or anything, but it was a fair amount of wood. And we talked, at that time. And I wanted to thank him with a gift. And so I made this sign. And it's made out of red cedar, and I scroll sawed the letters and did them at an angle and raised them up, and made it so that you could see the letters real well and everything. And I was real proud of it because I was had only been doing woodworking for a couple of years, and I really liked it. And when it was all finished, I took it with me to church the next Sunday, and with their Sunday morning, and the whole service was about Paul. And the reason why was because he had passed away the previous Friday night at a church service while he was waving a flag and dancing. And he just dropped and he was gone. And the pastor had his shoes up on the altar because Paul would always take his shoes off and leave them by his seat when he got up to get a flag and start worshiping the Lord. And he had those shoes up on the altar, and he talked about Paul and the kind of person he was and everything. And I didn't know him really. I only talked to him a few times, but he had blessed me just in the couple times that I met him. And then the pastor picked up those shoes and he said, "These could be your shoes. Are you ready? Are you ready for these to be your shoes?" And that hit really hard. What a legacy that guy left. He obviously made a habit of blessing people that he barely knew. And he was an example as an old man that got up and danced in church every time he could and waved a flag. He didn't care what anybody thought about him. He got up and worshiped the Lord the way he thought was right. And apparently he had told many people that was the way he wanted to go. He said, if I die, I want to die right here, waving this flag and dancing in front of the altar, because then I can just transfer and start worshiping up there all in one swift movement. My words, not his. But I thought, man, this guy had a profound effect on me, probably other people too. And everybody wants to have a profound effect on the people around them, loved ones and everything else. But to be able to have that much of an effect on somebody that you barely knew, it's pretty amazing to me. So yeah, this was one of the first things I made, in the first couple of years of woodworking. And It always has and always will hang in my shop. After that service, um, when I found out that he had passed and I had this with me, I went to the pastor's office afterwards because that's where he was. And I went to talk to him and I was just crying. I said, "Hey, will you make sure that his family gets this? Because I made it for him. You know, I told him about him giving me lumber for free and just blessing me. And I said, I made it for him as a thank you and I want his family to have it." He said, "You should keep it." He said, "It means more to you. And every time somebody sees it and asks why you have a sign that says Paul's shop, you can tell them about Paul and Paul's shoes." So anyway, I hope you're ready. And I hope you're willing to do what it takes to please the Lord and not care what anybody else thinks. I hope I am too. Interlude over.